Once again, a very good morning to everyone. And just let me ask you one thing. Raise your hand if you've ever received a LinkedIn message that goes something like, "Hi, hope you're doing well. I came across your profile and found it very impressive, and I wanted to connect and explore possible synergies." Anybody? Thank you. Thank you. Synergies, that word. Nobody in the history of actual human friendships has ever said, "Yeah, I think we have great synergies." And yet, somehow, this is what we have been told networking looks like. No wonder most of us cringe at the very word networking. It sounds like something you do reluctantly at a conference, armed with a stack of business cards, making small talk with strangers while secretly wishing you were home watching something on Netflix. But what if I told you the version of networking that makes you cringe? That's not networking at all. That's just collecting contacts. And today, I want to show you what the real thing looks like. Yes. Today, we are talking about networking with intention and authenticity. So, let me say that again networking is not collecting contacts, it is cultivating connections. Yes, think about that word cultivating. Farmers cultivate, gardeners cultivate. It implies care, patience, attention, and genuine investment over time, not a transaction, not a quick grab, a relationship that is tended to. Let me tell you about Deepika. She's 31, a marketing professional in Mumbai. And for 2 years, she attended every industry event, collected every business card, sent every connection request. She had 1,400 LinkedIn connections. And when she actually needed help, a referral, a job lead, an honest piece of advice, she got nothing. Silence. Because nobody actually knew her. They just had her name in a list somewhere. Meanwhile, her colleague Pooja, maybe she had 200 connections, but she sent thoughtful notes. She remembered people's birthdays, not just on Facebook. She shared useful articles with specific people saying, "This reminded me of the problem you mentioned last month." When Pooja needed a referral, her phone rang within the hour. The difference was not the number, it was the depth. One genuine connection is worth 100 hollow ones. Always. And this is perhaps the most counterintuitive and the most powerful principle of authentic networking. Give first. Always give first. And now some of you might be thinking, what do I even have to give? I'm just starting out. I'm a homemaker or I'm a student. What value could I possibly offer? Let me tell you, more than you think, a lot more. Let me tell you about Kavya. She's 24, a fresher in Bengaluru, just out of college. She started following senior professionals in her field on LinkedIn and leaving genuinely thoughtful comments on their posts. Not great insight, but actual engagement. This reminded me of something I read about consumer behavior in tier 2 cities. Or have you seen similar trends? Within months, Two of those senior professionals were actively helping her with her career. Why? Because she had given them something, her attention, her thinking, her authentic engagement. Now, giving doesn't have to mean money or time or grand gestures. It can be a share, a referral, a kind word at the right moment, a piece of information that someone needed, showing up for another person's event or launch with genuine enthusiasm. So, be the person who gives without a calculator in hand. People notice and they never forget. And here is where most people, even well intentioned ones, drop the ball. They have a wonderful conversation at an event or meet someone inspiring at a workshop, exactly like this one. Exchange numbers with full sincerity, and then nothing. Life happens. The number goes cold. And 3 years later, they think about that person and feel vaguely guilty. Let me tell you about Rajan. He's 43, a sales director in Ahmedabad. Rajan has a simple system. Within 24 hours of meeting someone, he genuinely connects with. He sends one message, not a long one, just, it was really good meeting you today. The point you made about team culture stayed with me. That's it. No agenda, no ask, just acknowledgement. And then every few months he checks in, not to ask for anything, just to stay visible, stay warm, stay human. And when opportunity eventually comes knocking, and it always does, Rajan's name is the first one that comes to mind because he was never a stranger. He was a person who showed up. So relationships are like plants. Ignore them long enough and they wither. A little water, a little sunlight, consistently, and they bloom. See, in a world full of copy paste messages, template congratulations, and automated birthday wishes, sincerity stands out like a candle in a dark room. Think about the last time someone said something to you. Not a generic compliment, but something specific. The way you handled that difficult client last week showed real grace. Or, I was thinking of you when I read this. Or, it's so aligned with the project you are working on. Or simply, how did the interview go? I've been thinking about it. How did that feel? With that feeling, that warmth of truly seen is what you have the power to give someone today, right now, through one message, one conversation, one honest moment of connection, human connection. You'll be forgotten for many things in life, but you will never be forgotten for making someone feel genuinely valued. There's an old African proverb I love. If you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go together. Let me repeat that. If you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go together. No one builds anything meaningful entirely alone. Behind every person who succeeded, there was a mentor who believed in them before they believed in themselves. A peer who shared a crucial lead, a stranger at a workshop who said the right thing at the right time, a connection, however small, that changed the trajectory. So, authentic networking is not about climbing on people, it's about building a web of mutual trust, shared growth, and genuine care. So that when any of you falls, the web holds you. And when any of you rises, You pull others up with you. The most powerful professional asset you'll ever have is not your degree, not your salary, not your title. It's the quality of people who genuinely want to see you succeed. So go be that person for someone first and watch how the world begins to move for you. So, yes, right now, while the feeling is fresh, I want you to think of one person in your professional world, a colleague, a former manager, a mentor you haven't spoken to in months, a batchmate who inspired you, a person whose work you genuinely admire. Got someone in mind? Think about it. And now reach out to them today with one of these three intentions. Yes, it can be appreciation. Tell them something specific they did or something that stayed with you, not a generic compliment. Be specific. Or simply check in. Simply ask how they are doing, what they are working on, what's keeping them excited these days. No ask as such, just a connection, just checking them out. Or it can you can offer help. Ask if there's anything you can do for them. A share, a connection, a resource, a kind word in the right place. There's only one rule for today's exercise. No asking for favors. Zero. Today is purely about giving your attention, your warmth, your time. That's it. Because authentic networking starts not with a strategy, but with the decision. The decision to show up for someone with nothing to gain and everything to give. So now go cultivate something beautiful. So, with that thought, thank you. Thank you, everyone, for joining us today. Thank you.